Hello everyone, we are starting with the second article. That's the clock one. It's a vintage clock and it's going to be really beautiful. So I'm using my wooden element of a vintage clock from iCraft. It's in the two parts. One is the base and another is on top of it. Clock. You can fit your machine in the center easily with the help of any clock machine guy. I'm using my iCraft chalk paint. It's a white color which I'm using, cream pie, and I'm going to apply with my flat brush gently all over my base. Even on the sides, I'm going to cover it with my paint. Front and back, both the side we will be covering. Once I'm done from front and both, one coat on top of it, I'm going to use my sandpaper and I'm just going to scratch it wherever it's required. The layer is not even, we will use our sandpaper and we will smoothen the base. Once this process we are going to do all over on the front side, and once we are done with that front side, I'm just going to clean it with a hand or a wet tissue, and then I'm going to apply my second coat of the paint. This is how my base will be more appealing and color will stand out more better. So I'm going to apply this paint all over again in the second coat. These are the different ways of coloring your base. Now once I'm done with both the things, I'm going to use my crackle gel, and this crackle gel I'm not going to apply on a front side all over. I'm just applying on a 3/4 of the base. Rest 1/4 base I'm going to use like my decoupage paper, and I'm going to do decoupage. So applying a crackle gel is always in a crisscross way, and I use a flat synthetic hair brush, and make sure the brush is neat and clean when you're applying. So just you can apply the way I'm doing it in a crisscross way all over 3/4 part of my base. This will give me a very nice crisscross cracks on my top. So this is what I'm already done. 3/4 side of my base on the top, and in circle I'm using 3/4, and rest of the area I have kept it plain. I've not done any crackle gel out there. Then I'm going to do my decoupage. For the decoupage I'm using my this glowing growing glory paper, that is by iCraft again, and I'm using my round brush with the plain water. Yes, it's a round brush with the plain water, and just applying outside like flowers outline to cut it in a very natural way. With the help of my wet brush, I'm just around my flower I'm applying a water and using a little. I'm just, for the initially we will prick it somewhere so that this starts getting tearing very naturally, easily and smoothly. So this is how like I've done my. I'm going to cut my all the flowers from this paper. Sorry. So this is what I'm doing it all over for my flowers. This almost 3/4 flower I've already cut it, and just applying my wet brush. Here I'm preferring a round brush so that this goes very easy and smooth. It's little tedious work, but trust me, the effect is going to be very beautiful. So this is how I've cut all the flowers from the glowing glory paper. These are my 4 flowers which I'm going to use it, and I've just placed it where I have not used my crackle gel. Yes, I'm going to stick it at the place, the 1/4 portion which we have not used the crackle gel. This is my decoupage glue, and I'm going to use my decoupage glue. There are 2 ways of using this. You can either apply on a paper, the back side of the paper, and stick it. Use again a clean, neat and synthetic hair brush, flat brush, to apply the glue, so that paper is a very delicate and you have to apply very gently. Once I'm done, I'm going to stick this with the help of a scraper. If you don't have a scraper, you can even use your old credit cards or any flat thing to stick it nicely. First, I'm just making sure there's no crease and it's stuck properly. And now I'm using my scraper to remove all the airs from the, there should not be a air bubble at all. You can just scrap it, and if it is open somewhere, you can just put your glue from the side and stick it nicely. This is how you can do a basic decoupage. Now I'm going to apply, another way is apply a glue on a base instead of the paper, and then you can stick your paper there. So this is what I find is a more faster way. So I personally prefer, when I know that I'm going to cover it with the paint, so I prefer this way, applying a glue on the base. And this is how I've stuck my all the four flowers. And there should not be a crease bubble at all. It should be neat, clean and flat. Now I'm using my wax brush. Yes, it's again by iCraft. It's a wax brush, and I'm going to use my 4 different paints and just applying with my wax brush, just dabbing around the flowers, not on the flowers, of course, something little on the edge also I'm just doing. And this is how I'm blending my color. These 4 colors are like a blue, white, purple and a green. These are the 4 colors which is there. I'm going to use, it's again a chalk paint which I'm using. And this is how I'm just going to use my wax brush and dab it around the flowers, not all over, of course. Wherever we have applied the crackle gel, there we will be using a flat brush. Here I'm using around, because I'm going to get a little texture effect, and that looks really beautiful around the flowers. I hope till now you're enjoying our tutorial. These are very basic things, but that if you do it very nicely, that creates a really beautiful article using these. Now once I'm done with my wax brush all around the flowers, I'm taking my flat brush and just applying my flat brush with this. With the flat brush, I'm taking enough good quantity of the color, because I'm going to apply on my crackle gel. And at the crackle gel area, you need to have a very nice thickness of the color, and that will give you a very nice cracks. And we can't repeat the strokes, of course, there, but you have to blend it very smartly and little faster. Here you have to have a little practice required to do these things. Blending, doing with the one color is more easy than doing, like, blending 3-4 colors together. Here we are mixing with the blue, green, purple and a white, and the cracks which we will get is a white color because our base is white. So I'm very used to with these things, so my hands are moving really fast. And wherever is a crackle gel, instantly crack has started appearing all over. I'll just zoom my camera in a while and show you the cracks. This is what I've done on my entire base except the flower area. Can you see these cracks? They start appearing immediately. And now once I'm dry with all the paints and everything, I'm going to use my stencil brush. Again, this is a wax brush, same I'm using for my stenciling. This stencil is not there in the part of August release. It's from our old collection, but this is one of my favorite which I'm going to use. I'm just using a center oval part of the stencil and taking a dark secret, that's a black color, in my wax brush and just dabbing it and rolling all, like, in a circular way to get the very nice stencil effect. This is what I'm going to do all over oval, just on the oval. Wherever is required, I'm dabbing my dark secret chalk paint with the stencil brush, and somewhere I'm just rolling it. After dabbing, it will go a little darker, and when you roll it, you're gonna get little lighter shade of paint. But make sure you don't have a too much of color in your brush, otherwise your stencil will, like, look like a spreaded effect, and that will not give you a very neat and clean crispy image. So just covering my oval of my stencil in the center of the clock or a base. Now I'm going to lift my stencil very slowly. Can you see this beautiful effect of stencil? This again requires a little of practice. Yes, the effect has come very beautifully. Now I'm using my polka dot stencil. This is 4x4 polka dot, which we regularly use in a lot of projects. Polka dot always gives you a very beautiful, charming effect in the backgrounds. Whenever something is missing, you can just add a little of dots and your project looks more beautiful. It stands out well. I'm going to use it randomly on my clock, not all over, of course. So this is how I've just used it randomly somewhere. And now I'm taking my round sponge. This round sponge is easily available in the market, and I'm taking my metallic gold paint in this round sponge, and with that metallic gold paint I'm going to use at the edge, just the sides I'm going to cover with the gold paint. Here I cannot, like, brush, I will not prefer. I'll prefer a round sponge that will give me very nice and clean finishing, and little golden outline touch on the top also I will find. So this is like, you have to take a golden metallic paint in your sponge and just apply. Now it's time to varnish. Yes, I'm using my iCraft decoupage varnish. It's a little glossy varnish. You can take out in a different palette and then use it. I'm directly pouring on my base and spreading with my flat brush. Again, make sure your flat brush is a very clean and neat. If there is a color, it will spoil your project. So for the varnish, you need to have a separate brush. And I'm applying all over my base, especially on the flower, because that is a paper and it will go wipeable once you apply the varnish. Yes, it will not be a washable, of course, but completely wipeable with a wet cloth after applying a varnish. Even a varnish I'm going to apply on my the clock number dial. This is like, on the front side, and even on the edges I'm going to apply varnish nicely so that it doesn't come fungus or anything on top of it. And now using my glitzy gel, this is a completely optional thing. It's a glitzy gel. I'm going to apply only on my flowers which I've done the decoupage. I'm just outlining with the glitzy gel. It's a thick gel. After outlining, I'm going to fill it inside. I'm sorry, my hand is covering right now. So I'm going to fill everything in that petal. One petal you can just apply outline and then fill your glitzy gel. This is again a completely optional thing, but that you can do only after doing a varnish. So this is how I'm going to do all 4 flowers of mine. And now using any paper glue or a craft glue, you can stick your dial and make sure 12 comes exactly in the center. And around any clock shop, you can ask them to fit the machine in the center, and here your clock will be easily ready. It's a very nice gift you can give someone. It's a very colorful, bright and a vintage style clock. Thank you for watching.